this problem asks us to find the mass of water vapor in a 30 by 10 by 5 meter cubed room at 100 kPa with various conditions, and then to draw that on a psychrometric plot. And then it asks later what would the answer be if the total pressure was instead at 200 kPa. So we're going to go to test calcs, and this is going to be system states. Obviously, since we're finding just the properties at different states and comparing them. Moist air model. And then the test app. It says 100 kPa. We could have left it at 100. It would have given us a very similar answer, but we'll change it to 100. And then volume is going to be 30 by 10 by 5 as stated. And then for state 1, it says the dry bulb temperature, which in the moist air model, you can see when you scroll over T1 on the bottom there in blue, it defines T as the dry bulb temperature in this model. So we'll change that to 30 degrees C as stated for state 1, and it told us that the relative humidity was 50%. So let's calculate. Now on to state 2. Since I know it's going to ask us to change the pressure later, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Change them all equals P1 just to keep it really simple at the end when we have to solve that last problem. And volume stays constant. And for this one, it tells us the dry bulb temperature is again 30 degrees C, and the relative humidity this time is 5%. Alright, state 3, we're going to do the same thing, equals P1 and equals vol1. And now, state 3, it tells us the wet bulb temperature, which is down here on the right, is 15 degrees C. And the dew point temperature, which is the saturation temperature, which you can see when you scroll over down on the bottom in blue, it defines it for you, is given as negative 30 degrees C. Calculate. On to the next one. Equals P1. Also could do equals P2, equals P3. It doesn't matter since they all equal the same thing. Now we're given that the specific enthalpy for this one is 42.4 kilojoules per kilogram. And the omega was given in kilograms per kilogram, kilograms H2O per kilograms dry air, 0.01081. That was given. Alright, calculate. And now we have all the masses for the vapor in the room. State 1, it was 22.76. State 2, 2.28. 0.40 and 19.3. Now it asked us to plot this on a psychrometric plot, which when you go to graphics panel, that's the only option. So there it is. All of them are plotted for you. I believe in the future you'll be able to change the axes to different units like Celsius for the x-axis, but I'm not sure. Probably in future versions of test calcs, or I'm just missing where that button is. Alright, and then the next problem asks, what if the pressure doubled? So, since we did that equals P1 thing for all the states, all we have to do is change state 1 to 200 kPa and hit calculate, and then hit super calculate. And all our masses of vapors have updated. As you can see here.